Hello, welcome back. Welcome back, Transformer TCG fans. This is Grillenheimer. I want to go over the heads or Titan Masters that I've created here, and I'm going to go over. I've got about about eight of them here, and I think they're all pretty much done. Trying a few new things with Titan Masters. I don't want to go too far, but let's look at some you've already seen. And we're going to start with, well, there it is, Arcana. Arcana I made it a 3-star head. Now, why an Arcana? We already have an Arcana. Yes, I know. Well, one, it was a promo that came with, did it come with Perceptor? And the head was not face forward. It was like at an angle, which was kind of weird. And it was a Decepticon. And I'm thinking, why is Arcana a Decepticon? So maybe they were just trying to play out the Autobots and Decepticons and Titan Masters a little equally. That's very possible. So I wanted to make an Autobot Arcana. Now they did do one that is basically Arcana as an Autobot, but it's a different name, and I can't remember what they renamed it. But anyway, this 3-star Autobot Arcana has dual properties. It gives +1 health and focus 1. So it's not going to do much. The focus is basically what I was going for like not a specialist, for like Highbrow, being the head of Highbrow, Brainstorm, excuse me, being the head of Brainstorm, because I had this figure. I still have this figure from 35 years ago, and it was the first headmaster I ever got, was Brainstorm. And so I played it to death with it a long time ago. You can tell it is from Perceptor. It is Perceptor's head that I put Arcana's head on here, because this ship is flying in the background. And I just went, there it is, and pretty much let it go. And it doesn't look bad. So it's +1 health, focus 1 for whatever character it's on. And then when it gets KO'd and flips off, it turns into our Arcana, Medical Mystic. Now, originally, our Titan Masters really don't have function names or sub-functions or sub-names or whatever. But I went ahead and gave some to these. Titan Master, and this one's a specialist. He still looks like he's crazy off the Decepticon version, but I didn't want to look for a new image. So I used the one we had and put it in here. He has 3 to attack, 3 health, and 1 defense. Excuse me. And he comes with focus 1, just like he was when he was ahead. So when he's in bot mode, not only does he have focus 1, while this has at least 1 upgrade equipped, it has +2 health. So still going in the vein of having those 2 qualities about the head. It has these sort of 2 qualities as in bot mode as well. So as long as it has at least an upgrade, it's going to have 5 health. Not much. It's still probably going to get wiped out just like that with a nice swing of 10 or 12. It's gone. But at least you can try to get another swing with Arcana in. So there's that. And we did go over Blunderbuss. Where's his head? Where did his head go? There he is. There he is. Every 2 greens pips flipped equals +1 to attack for turn. So this would be good. I mean, it's perfect for Broadside, who I originally made it for, but if it would be great for any other character that you want a 3-star head that with a heavy amount of green mixed in with all your other pips to be able to get extra attack. Should I redo this and take off that bottom part under the head? Probably, but it's still there for now until it's updated. So he's going to give extra attack for whoever he's on when you flip at least 2 green. And it doesn't matter what mode it's in either. So, and then when the body or the character is KO'd, it turns into Blunderbuss, what a name, aircraft captain and strategist, who has the melee trait. Now, most of our original Titan Masters, I believe, are just about all melee, or melee, as I see his name, I forgot. Stefan used to say. Gosh, I miss his channel. And so Blunderbuss, when he comes to bot mode, he's got 3 to attack, 4 health, and 0 defense. Except now, each 1 green pip flip for attack adds +1 to attack until end of turn. So, still keeping in the same vein as his head mode. Let's move on to... let's move on to Darkmoon. We talked about Darkmoon recently. 4-star head with +4 to attack. Doesn't look bad for what it is. It gets KO'd, turns into bot mode. It's a melee character. This is actually a picture of Darkmoon on a comet in space. I don't know how true this is, or if it's just CGI made up, or what. It was a very dark picture, but I thought at least it kind of went with this alternate version, or Buddy gave me this picture, but I don't know. I don't know where it came from though. But anyway, while the head has +4 to attack, which is really good. Is it ominous Pierce? 3-star? No, but it's still a nice additional attack, but at a cost of 4 stars. It's an SRT in bot. Oh, it has alt mode. I gotta change that. That works. He's got 4 to attack, still 4 to attack as a bot, 6 health and 0 defense. This has stealth when untapped. So there you go. So he doesn't have much anything else, but at least when he pops off, and then he's going to have a go. If it happens to be your last turn and everybody untaps, he's going to be safe at least while he's untapped. Okay. And let's get into some new stuff. Okay, and the next one up is going to be Overboard. His head has bold 1 and +1 to defense. It is a 2-star head. And I really racked my brain around this, because I originally wanted him to be a triple change, or maybe not a triple changer, but I wanted him to go from dinosaur to cassette into head mode, and I just ended up just nixing that idea completely. So he's going to start in head mode. He's going to give anybody that he's on with 2 stars uncommon, bold 1 and +1 to defense. When the character is KO'd and he pops off in bot mode, he's also a Titan Master melee with 2 to attack, 3 health, and 1 to defense. He does have stealth, which means he has stealth whether he's tapped or untapped. He will have tough 1, which is not exactly completely signifying the defense he has as a head. But that's Overboard, and I've had him done for quite a while. And that's one of our own WotC characters that I kind of altered the color a little bit. I forgot which character that was, and I took it out and put it on its own different background. So that's Overboard. Now, I didn't give him a subheading or anything. So up next, let's see here. Okay, up next is Duros. Duros is another 2-star head. Probably should be 3, but yeah, it's again, they're not doing a whole lot compared to looking at some of the other Titan Masters that we have. He's a uncommon, 2-star, tough 1, +1 to health, which really isn't that much. Would you want to use this? I don't know. Maybe to get maybe a little, make that 14 health character to 15. If it has tough 2, maybe give it tough 3 with this. Everything stacks. That's all I'm thinking about is everything stacks. So this is Duros's head. Kind of looks a little at it. It's kind of has an illusionary effect to it. It looks straight on, but it looks caterwonky. But anyway, when he gets KO'd and the head turns into the bot mode. Again, he's also a melee Titan Master melee character. I forgot who this was. I tried to recolor it to make it akin to the green bot with the gray backing. So Duros is a green bot, at least looking on the front side. I know who that is. It looks a little rough, but I think it's okay. Again, another uncommon, no common heads. I don't think we have any official common heads. That sounds funny. So he gets flipped over to bot mode. 3 to attack, 2 health, 0 defense. So most of his weight is on his attack, but he does have tough 1. But this is where I got a little creative. When this is deployed, do 1 damage to an enemy. We haven't really seen that with Titan Masters because he's going to get deployed and come out and have a next turn. So if that happens and it helps get things a little wonky with gameplay, because that's what it's meant to do. One time at Bandcamp, Duros was there and he did 1 damage to an enemy. So when this is deployed, you're going to at least get a little non-attack damage out there. Let's look at Minimus Ambus. I have never heard of this before. I don't know if this is an official character that ever got released, because I found this. Somebody may have sent it to me. I can't remember. It's supposed to be the head of Ultra Magnus, and you can just see the bottom of the head on the top of him. And originally this had a print, a stamp of going across his waist. Very cleverly took it off, and it wasn't easy. It kind of was. I'm getting a little more used to Paint 3D and making things kind of look about how they need to, and using colors and playing around with stuff. So Minimus Ambus is supposed to be the head of Ultra Magnus. Well, the head of Ultra Magnus, this is the same card that the head of Perceptor was from. Was that the Evil Arcana? I can't remember the head of Perceptor. But I do have the Perceptor promo. I got real lucky with that. So this is a picture of Ultra Magnus from the '86 movie when he's telling the crew about because he's moving his head up, and it's a real cool 3D looking effect, even though it's all hand drawn. We'll give them we're gonna give them what they want to see, and Perceptor's like, say what? We can't do that, and it's like, well, it beats better than 4/4 of the ship, whatever. And so it's from that, and because of that, his head on my phone, how I screenshotted it, is that part of the head wasn't fully there. So I had to redraw and complete the top of his dome and a little more, and extend his antennas, for lack of the sides going up. So that's why they look a little funny. They don't look too bad. It could have been a little darker, I guess. I'm just going to leave it as is. I feel like Brack from Cartoon Planet. Sorry. That was funny. Gosh, that goes back. That goes way back, like 23 years. Anyway, the head mode, which is Ultra Mag, the face of head Ultra Magnus, and this is, like I said, this is the Perceptor head card, and I actually used the color and swooped out that ship in the background so it wouldn't look like the same background over and over, which it basically is. He gives, and he's a super rare, and he's going to give +2 health to any character he's on, and tough 1. So he's still going to have the dual actions going on, excuse me, but he's a 3-star. He's a 3-star head, which he probably should be 4, and I probably could have given him 2 health and tough 2, but I thought, let's back off. I don't want to go crazy with 4 and 5 and 6-star heads, because then you're adding stars to characters with already a lot of stars that need heads, etc., etc. So I didn't want to overdo it. I didn't want to do too much. And so when he gets, the character gets KO'd and he pops out into bot mode, again, he's another Titan Master melee. Minimus Ambus. I think that's the name of this character. I could be wrong, but hey, it's a new head. It's a new head. I'm a Christian. I shouldn't be going there, but my mind's going there. Okay, so he's got 2 to attack, 4 health, and 0 defense. This has tough 1 for each equipped upgrade. Or should I say for each upgrade equipped. Either way, it means the exact same thing. I had it flopped, and then I flopped it around back. So if you actually able to deck this guy out with a weapon, armor, and utility, he's going to have tough 3 to associate with the tough that he gives as a head. But he's going to get it with the, gosh, what was that? The big Okono and Data. Anyway, sorry, boy, that was really distracting. So I have something similar with another character that I thought I created with another head that's not in this list. Anyway, let's keep going. We went over Darkmoon, Overboard, Duros, Blunderbuss, this guy, our Autobot Arcana. Let's look at Xort. Xort was the last one I created. And I had the hardest time to figure out what did I want to do with this character. And I thought, let me look him up and find out, because I was really wanting to do something really creative. And I was trying to get too creative, and because of that, my mind was just turning off. And so what happened here with Xort, where did it go? Here we go. In the head, Xort is a 1-star head, for one. He's just 1 star. So he's just going to give bold 1. But looking up his character, he was in on the Marvel side of things when he was in Nebulon. He was a womanizer. He had a girlfriend, and he tripped and he fell over and face planted or something in front of his girlfriend. I think he's supposed to be the head for Highbrow, who can't stand him, blah, 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 blah. So, and he won't listen to him. And so Gort, I named it Xort because I liked the X in there. He's only going to give bold 1, but he's going to give +1 to attack while on a female character. So if you have this on, well, we don't have a headless RC with a Daniel. That would be cool. Unless we already have a fan-made one off the Facebook. Almost said Facebook. Facebook. That's possible. I wonder if someone did that. I can't remember. But Nautica is a female character. I thought we had 1 or 2 others. So if you put this on Nautica for 1 stars, she's going to get bold 1 and +1 to attack for either mode. So it's not that bad for just a 1-star character. Of course, when he does get KO'd and turned into a bot mode, you see the word womanizer on there for his little subtitle there. While a female character is on the battlefield. So if your opponent is playing with Nightbird, this is going to trigger. This has bold 3. Of course, he's an uncommon, or will be. 2 to attack, 2 health, and 1 to defense. So if you have a flame war, if your main headmaster gets KO'd and he's the Titan Master and comes off, and you got a flame war in your battlefield, there's a female character right there, bold 3. Nice. So if you have a decent deck with some orange and black and white or something to that effect, you're going to get a little more than two to attack off this guy. Hope if you have that escape capsule or escape, I think that's what the escape thing that comes off and that you had on the character that was wearing Xort, it'll come with him, and any other upgrades, boom, that'd be nice, etc., etc. So there's that, and of course all of them cannot flip in bot mode. The last one I have, and I put this out on Facebook for some help as a joke. Nobody helped me. Nobody didn't get the clue. What can I do with this thing? But it's Nucleon. Nucleon is the head of the toy for Galvatron. Well, the head of Galvatron, when it transforms into the little bot, is Megatron. And of course, Megatron turned into Galvatron in the old 86 movie. So the head is of Galvatron. It's a little washed out. I tried giving it a little more purple on the left side of the face, and the eyes were a different color, so I tried to make them a little brighter. Didn't seem to work a whole lot, and I put the background of black hole on it, which seems very fitting considering the history of Megatron, if you understand where some of his powers are supposed to come from, as written in the bio from Bob Budiansky, like eons ago, 3.5 decades ago. So there's that. So he's a 5-star head. This guy I wanted to go all out with because it is the head of Galvatron. Am I making a Galvatron body? No. But you can use this with anybody you want to. But it's going to cost you some stars. I swear I'm Southern. So it's a 5-star head that's going to give 1 to attack, bold 1, and pierce 2. Wow. So there's that. When he gets KO'd and he gets flipped out over to bot mode, he's going to become Nucleon. I drew Nucleon, which was interesting. I have drawn a Megatron before for a friend's birthday CD mix that I gave him years ago. You can see the edge of the black hole in the background. Oh well, that picture, but it's still the same background. But I drew that, and I colored it in. It looks okay. This was originally something from the mind of Buddy, and he kind of gave it up because he couldn't find a good picture of Nucleon. And I'm thinking, well, it's just Megatron. And I'm thinking, I'll draw one. I'll finish this. I thought my family was home. But it's a melee. Titan turns into a Titan Master melee. Attack of 3, health of 5, defense of 0 with pierce 1. When this is deployed, you may scrap 2 cards off the top of your deck. Do 1 damage for each action scrapped. So I got 2 Titan Masters that have a little extra when they are deployed. And the rest are just sort of standard fare. We got a little bit of some dual traits going on added when they're heads. I'm hoping some neat things here to kind of play around with. Xort may only be able to really help out Nautica and get that extra attack in, unless some other people come up with more female headless bots. But it's a neat idea. And then when he gets he's still going to get that bold 3 when there's any female characters on the field as well. So that's all we got today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this, going over Arcana, Blunderbuss, Darkmoon, Duros, Minimus Ambus, Nucleon, Overboard, and Xort. We'll see you next time. More to come. We're not done yet. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And as always, flip out and let's roll for it.